Good morning, Internet. Welcome to another sketchbook review of mine. But this is special because this is almost my first sketchbook when I started this journey. This dates about 15 years back. This was in 2000. This was the first sketchbook when I completed when I went to architecture school in Chennai, South India. But this is also one of my first branded sketchbooks, and that's why it stayed with me, over these 15 years. And this is from a brand called Daler Rowney. Daler Rowney produces excellent paper for watercolor. This particular book has a 300 GSM thick watercolor paper, and it's acid free, so you can layer lots of water on it, and it will not dough or to see through. And the nice thing about this book is its size. It's about 5 inches by 7 inches. It's quite convenient to just drop it into your bag and carry it wherever you go. But there are two disadvantages in this book. One is the binding. The binding tends to come off very easily, but this book has held on. I don't know, for some surprising reason, but the black thing tends to just come off, and these come out as sheets, so you might have to rebind it at the end of it to help them stay together. In the subsequent Daler Rowney books I've faced this problem, and I've always tried spiral binding them to keep the sheets together. The other disadvantage is the number of sheets you get per book. This book has about 10 to 12 sheets. It's very expensive for the kind of sheets they give you, but of course the quality speaks for its price. So what I do usually is I buy an A4 size or an A3 size book of sheets and then cut them into mini sketchbooks, so they last me longer, and I also get the value of money by having more surfaces to work on with my watercolor. So yeah, that's about this. And this brand wasn't available in India about 15 years back. This was very specially gifted by my sister from London, but today Daler Rowney is available. They have their entire range in stalls like William Penn, Landmark, and Crosswords, and yeah, so they have it. They are available. They're also available online for purchase. So that's the basic information about the sketchbook. But you must excuse me for certain sketches because these were done 15 years back, and that's kind of showing up. But nevertheless, I thought I will share it with you because I plan to share everything with you guys on my sketching and whatever the journey has been from the day I started. So here I go. This is I think Shah Rukh Khan. He is a great North Indian star, and this was from a movie called Pardes. This was the picture on the album cover of the audio album. I had it in my room, I remember, 15 years back. I particularly like this sketch because I've just used 2 or 3 shades of very light watercolor, and it kind of brings out the emotion. And I particularly like the work on the eye. This was my first attempt in trying white on the face, so to kind of offset the other colors and bring out whatever meaning it had to white in watercolor. This is a nice sketch of my first understanding of what architecture is. This is a building by F.L. Wright called Falling Waters, and I like the way I have rendered water for the first time in my life, and it kind of shows up. Nice building. I like the use and mix of colors in this sketch versus the use of colors on this sketch, because this is raw color, whereas this is nicely toned and mixed well. And I think that's the beauty of watercolor, where you understand how colors blend and how they work. I think this is an impromptu sketch. And finally, I have this sketch. I kind of like this guy because I've used tonal colors, very muted and very little shading, but I just realized what depth watercolor can bring out by just using the slightest of colors. This was in 2002, so that's 13 years back. Yes, so that wraps it up, and this is what I had. This sketchbook must have lasted me for 2 years, from 2000 to 2002. But nevertheless, it's been a wonderful part of my journey, or rather the beginning of my journey, and I thank my sister for having picked this up, because now I own about 3 to 4 Daler Rowney sketchbooks, which I will be reviewing in my subsequent videos. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you have liked it, do not fail to write or leave a comment below, because that will make me really happy. So happy sketching. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.